Hi everyone. Thank you for joining us as we unravel another daily finance-related video. Please subscribe for all the finance news and trading news from around the world. Today, let's look at 10 things you should do if you want to get rich the right way. It's a mentality to be wealthy. In some ways, you can be wealthy and still be poor, and vice versa. The term rich can be defined in a variety of ways. Many people simply regard it as a sign of having a lot of money. For them, being wealthy equates to being a millionaire. However, wealth can also refer to psychological wealth. It is a triumph to be able to live without having to worry about money. To be wealthy, you don't necessarily need to own a castle. Everyone can be wealthy if they have the freedom to do whatever they want and find fulfillment in their lives. The key is to make do with what you have, or even less. To be normal even if you have the financial means to do much more. You may have your own preferences for which definition best fits you. But here are some strategies for becoming wealthy. It may assist you in achieving one of them. 1. Start your own business and eventually sell it. In recent years, an increasing number of startups have found considerable success and profit. You have a chance of succeeding if you can develop a new approach to a certain segment of the market and build a firm that serves that need. It could be anything from a cleaning service to a meal delivery service to a blog. Building up the business will most likely take years of hard labor. All entrepreneurs will have to deal with a lot of danger and anxiety. However, if you succeed, the potential rewards are enormous. Many of the world's wealthiest people did it this way. 2. Cut your expenses. The main impediment to some people becoming wealthy is that they always spend more than they earn. The quickest way to become wealthy is to live below your means. Keep track of how much you're spending on a regular basis. Make sure you always know how much money you have and where it's going by using an app or an Excel spreadsheet. This gives you a place to analyze and fine-tune what makes sense and what doesn't in terms of your expenditure. Begin by reducing your non-essential expenses. Do everything you can to save money on your bills, such as turning off the lights, planning meals to save money at the grocery store, and dining at home with discipline. Concentrate your life on simply the necessary, and you'll save a lot more money than you did before. 3. Save it in your bank. Create savings objectives and routines to help you achieve them. Figure out what methods of conserving money work best for you, and modify what doesn't. Separate savings accounts, as well as automatic withdrawals, are available at many banks. You save passively and don't have to make an effort not to save by setting up these automatic transfers. Another option is to gradually raise your savings by 1% at intervals of your choosing. It will appear minor at first, but as time passes, you will notice a considerable difference. Give yourself a purpose and an incentive to save. It's always a good idea to plan for the future, and saving for retirement could be a good method to encourage yourself to avoid overspending. 4. Build a portfolio of stocks and shares. You may develop a big store of money if you make consistent stock investments over time. Choose carefully and reinvest dividends. Stocks, of course, can swing in either direction, and many small investors lose heart when their portfolio plummets. But, in the long run, equities are just as good as real estate, and far more liquid. For individuals with cash and strong nerves, stock market crashes are excellent buying opportunities. 5. Develop property. Purchasing, developing, and selling real estate has always been a popular way for people to build wealth. Borrowing could be an important part of this strategy. Let's say you borrow $100,000 and put $50,000 down to purchase a $250,000 home. The property is then developed and sold for $400,000. Although the property's value has climbed by 60%, your $50,000 has grown fourfold to $200,000. You must choose the correct properties in the right regions and strategically develop them. You're vulnerable to property market booms and busts. However, in the long run, this is a tried and true method of accumulating wealth. 6. Join a startup and get stock. Using the same potential consideration of startup in the preceding points, having stock in one or more startup firms might be a lucrative investment if the company succeeds and either floats or is sold to a larger corporation. The chances aren't favorable because only a small percentage of startups succeed in reaping big capital gains. You can, however, use your judgment to determine which business concept and management team are most likely to succeed. On this basis, early employees at Apple, Google, and Microsoft became millions. 7. Be an inventor and consider it as an opportunity to serve. Stop worrying about generating a lot of money and start thinking about serving a lot of people. If you think about what people need or ideas that could enhance society, Your insights will have more influence. Not only that, you could be the first to produce a hot product in the future. When you start to service a lot of people, the influence of word of mouth is magnified. Not to mention, you'll have much more valuable input to better what you do. Having the patent of a popular innovation could be the fast lane ticket to succeed. Just look at Snapchat. It would undoubtedly be tough, but consider it to be a method of serving. To serve those who genuinely need your invention. No business is successful without the backing of the people. Rather than squeezing every single dollar out of your customers, show them you are truly working to make them better. 8. Hit $100,000, then invest the rest. Everyone wants to be a millionaire, but a goal like this isn't something you can readily reach in a short period of time. Aim towards saving $100,000 first. The modest amounts you save daily is powerful. You might only be able to put away $5 or $10 at a time, but each of these investments constitute your financial basis. 9. Exploit your skill as a self-employed expert and invest in it. Make it your mission to be the best at one thing, work on it. Train for it, learn it, practice it, analyze it, and refine it. Most professional athletes and entertainers are millionaires, and this is because they maximize their abilities. If you're good at anything, you'll probably be able to make a lot of money from it. It's the same principle as becoming the best in your industry. When you are the best at anything, opportunities present themselves to you. It is critical to never stop learning in order to become an expert in something. Successful people invest time, energy, and money in their personal development, and it could be the most rewarding investment you ever make. To begin, determine the skill you want to develop. Make a list of the top 10 people in the world at that one thing, and use it to set goals and track your progress toward being the best. If you're a writer, for example, you may look through the New York Times bestseller list to find the 10 most successful authors you respect. Learn more about these authors, including what they did to achieve success, and some of their work. By studying successful historical models, invest time and work in enhancing your own craft. 10. Find a job in the right vehicle. Choose a career that interests you, do what you enjoy and enjoy what you do. No one ever succeeds at doing something they despise. It's possible that you'll have to start from the bottom and work your way up. But odds are, if you enjoy what you do, it will be easier to achieve. The journey to the peak will be enjoyable for you. Earn the experience through various levels of work. And when you believe you've gotten everything you can out of it, try moving on to other firms to broaden your horizons on various corporate cultures. Adding additional experience in a variety of areas can make you a more valuable asset to firms and a better candidate for higher-ranking employment. Consider how the wealthy are able to secure positions in the proper companies, where there are several prospects for advancement. Look for venues where you may improve your skills while also increasing your monthly income. There are many things in life that are more important than accumulating cash. Who wants to be wealthy, unloved, lonely, and unhealthy? But if you can live a balanced life while also being wealthy, why not do so? Combining the above tips may not ensure a bright future, but it will undoubtedly alleviate many financial problems in your life. Perhaps, one step at a time, you can also become the person you've always wanted to be. Thank you all for watching. I will catch you in the next video.